Hi, I'm Wesley, and welcome to Niche Site Dojo. In this video, I'm going to talk about the most important thing you can focus on to grow your website traffic. So let's jump into it. So what is the most important action you can do to grow your website's traffic? That action is going to be hitting the publish button and everything that leads up to it. Everything from keyword research, understanding topical relevance within your topic that you've chosen, researching the competitors on that topic, and seeing if you're able to compete. Everything that leads up to hitting the publish button is what you should be focused on to grow your business. It's the number one action that'll take your site from whatever its size is now and to grow it larger. It's the 80-20 principle of blogging, really. So, hitting the publish button is going to get you the majority of the results in your business above anything else. Everything else will be a lesser focus and should be, there are good things to worry about other than hitting the publish button and producing great content. But, in reality, publishing great content is going to get you 80 or 90% of the way there with your website. Let's talk about a little things you can do that's going to help you along the way to hitting the publish button more often. And the first thing I want to talk about with that is limiting other tasks. Don't jump into changing the design of your website and even posting on social media. Now, depending on what niche you're in, social media sites like Pinterest can help and grow your traffic, but for the majority of people, and using things like Twitter and Facebook isn't really going to grow your traffic. Those platforms are designed to keep people on their website and not send them over to yours unless you're spending money on ads, like Facebook ads and things like that. Another thing that you should really limit that you're doing is even reading about blogging. If a lot of people get so caught up in trying to grow their education further in this business that they forget to take action. And they'll spend their whole day reading about blogging, watching more YouTube videos about blogging and everything like that. And you don't want to get caught up in that. Instead, limit those tasks. Now let's talk about setting goals with tangible numbers. Too many bloggers get caught up in, I want to grow my traffic by 20%. I want to grow my revenue by another 25%. They get caught up in goals like that, and your goals should really be tangible. This is something really even more to talk about right now since we're in January of 2022 and people are setting New Year's resolutions. Instead, set your goals that have a physical number. So something like I want to publish 10 posts a month. I want to publish, every quarter I want to get 100 posts in. Whatever that goal is and whatever you think you can do. So keep it tangible. Keep it within reach and don't set a goal that you know is impossible. You want to make sure it's achievable and you want to take actions daily to reach that goal. And something you want to pair with setting those tangible goals is being consistent. Set that reasonable goal and smash it every single time. So that means if your goal is to hit 3 or 4 articles a week, make sure you do that. Set aside time. Don't just hope that it happens. Being consistent is one of the major keys in this business because this business is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not a get rich quick. It's nothing like that. This business takes time to grow. It takes time for each of your posts that you publish to age and rank in Google. And so being consistent is really going to give you an edge over those that are not. And it's going to be one of the most important factors to seeing your blog traffic continue to climb. Something else that has helped me to grow my traffic is accomplishing the largest task the first thing of the day. Get it and just get it out of the way. So whenever you're going to go work on your site for the first time that day, whatever your biggest task is, which should involve either getting you closer to hitting publish on a new post or something like that, should be done first. Whatever's the most difficult. That way, whatever else you have to do that day, you already know you've accomplished the most difficult task and are another step closer to growing your blog's traffic. And while I'm talking about accomplishing these goals and being consistent and hitting your goals, I also want to talk about avoiding burnout. Burnout is real. It happens to us all, but there's actions we can take to avoid it. Some things I like to do is to just go outside, go play with my kids outside, do something else, just take a break. You don't have to, this hustle culture today has led everybody to believe like if you're not working, you're just being lazy. And I think that's completely the opposite. A book I've been reading recently went over talking about, you know, isolating yourself and letting your mind wander is one of the greatest elements of creativity for your business, and ultimately in the long run will help your business grow further. So that's something you definitely need to do. Set that in your day. Usually what I do, 12 o'clock hits, I have lunch. When lunch is finished, we go outside for 30 minutes. I try to walk. I'm on a weight loss journey, so for me personally, I just walk a mile, get some steps in. Whatever your thing is, set that time aside and take a break. So this business, this is something I said earlier. It's definitely a marathon and it's not a race. A lot of people give up in this business because they're not seeing results fast enough, and I don't want you to fall to that trap. Change your mindset now and realize that when you publish a post, you may not see traffic on that post for a year to come. And, even with my own blogs, I know that, anytime a new post comes out, I don't even check it for updates for a year or judge it for a year just into to determine how well it's done. So after a year, I like to go back and look and say, okay, this post has X amount of traffic. It's a winner, it's mediocre, loser, whatever, and I'll choose what to do with it then. But once I hit publish, it's there for a year regardless. So just, get in that mindset that this business it is slow growing, but it's so worth it. And, every time you hit publish and you're growing traffic, that you're essentially printing dollars and making a return on investment over that year, especially once it grows past that into the second and third year of that article that you paid one time for, but it continues to make you money every month. Another thing I want to say with that is just remember what's the largest way to eat an elephant is just one bite at a time. So, every post that you do, just think of it like you're just chomping away at that elephant. You're accomplishing your goals, and every article you post just gets you another step closer to your financial freedom and whatever your goal may be. Maybe that's firing your boss, maybe that's just a little side income to help pay for your mortgage or, pay for your entire mortgage or car payment, get you out of debt, whatever that might be. Just remember, every time you hit publish, that you're getting another step closer. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the comments.